Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. Roman Reigns is currently embroiled in a heated rivalry with the Bloodline on SmackDown. However, the original tribal chief might have to deal with another major thing that recently happened on Raw. Roman Reigns' return to WWE TV at SummerSlam 2024 is arguably one of the biggest moments of this year after WrestleMania 40. Things have since boiled over between the OTC and Solo Sikoa's Bloodline on SmackDown. Reigns will team up with Cody Rhodes at Bad Blood to battle Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. However, Jey Uso's recent major win can force the former undisputed WWE Universal Champion to venture to Monday Night Raw for a while. Jey won his first singles championship on last night's Raw as the YEET Master defeated Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental title. The major win could attract Reigns' attention, and the OTC may have no choice but to swallow the bitter pill and approach his reluctant cousin for a possible reunion ahead of the potential War Games match at Survivor Series 2024. As many may remember, Jey left SmackDown after turning his back on Roman's Bloodline last summer. He has been on a successful path on the Monday night show since then, and the recent Intercontinental Championship win might force Roman to apologize to his cousin and convince the latter to join forces against Solo's faction. After some initial hesitation, Jey could agree to reunite with Roman, considering his close friend Cody Rhodes has already allied with the original tribal chief. However, the angle is speculative at this point. Does Jey Uso still consider Roman Reigns the tribal chief? Although Jey has stayed away from the Bloodline's business since joining Raw a year ago, he has frequently shared his thoughts on the ongoing saga. Interestingly, despite leaving Roman, main event Jey still holds the OTC in high regard. In a conversation with the Gorilla Position podcast after WrestleMania XL, the YEET Master was asked to pick his tribal chief between Roman Reigns, The Rock, and Solo Sikoa. The Intercontinental Champion answered that Roman would always be his tribal chief, adding that the latter brought them to the Promised Land. However, Jey also revealed that he was glad that he was no longer involved in the Bloodline's business. It will be interesting to see if Jey Uso's major title win on Monday Night Raw elicits any reaction from Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns has long stood at the pinnacle of WWE as the Tribal Chief, a title that carries more than just gold. It signifies the embodiment of dominance, leadership, and the head of the table in professional wrestling. For nearly 3 years, he has reigned supreme, first as Universal Champion and then as the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, fending off all challengers with the assistance of his bloodline. However, WWE's ever-evolving landscape may soon force Reigns to swallow a bitter pill, one that could shake the very foundation of his reign and legacy. A storm on the horizon. Reports began to surface following the aftermath of SummerSlam, suggesting that WWE is contemplating a significant shift in its championship structure. Rumors of the company introducing a new, unified world championship or potentially separating the WWE and Universal titles have been swirling, casting a shadow over Roman Reigns' seemingly untouchable position. For months, Roman's dual title reign has been a central storyline, with every major feud culminating in his unmatched strength as both WWE and Universal Champion. Yet, as SmackDown continues to build new stars and Raw strengthens its main event scene, there is an increasing clamor for more opportunities at the top, opportunities that are stifled under Roman's reign of dominance. With Triple H now firmly at the helm of WWE Creative, whispers of change are growing louder. And if WWE decides to move forward with the rumored shift, Roman could be forced to give up one of his coveted titles or see the championship picture altered in a way that diminishes his standing. The end of the Undisputed Era? While Roman Reigns has expressed his pride in being the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, the consolidation of titles has also limited the potential for storylines across both brands. WWE has an expansive roster, and many stars, both established veterans and promising up-and-comers, are now hungrier than ever for a shot at the main event. Wrestlers like Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, and Bobby Lashley have been clamoring for championship opportunities, and while they may have challenged Reigns at different points, the logjam created by his dual title reign is undeniable. Triple H and WWE management may see the need to create more breathing room in the championship scene. One potential solution being floated is the introduction of a new World Heavyweight Championship, or even the resurrection of the classic big gold belt. By doing this, WWE could reintroduce a prestigious top title that allows for other superstars to fight for without necessarily unseating Reigns as the tribal chief. For Roman, however, this would be a bitter pill to swallow. His reign as the singular, undisputed top champion has become a part of his identity, his aura of invincibility. Any change to that would be a psychological blow, not just to Roman but to the entire bloodline. With this shift, WWE could effectively signal the end of the Undisputed Era and the beginning of something new. The impact on the Bloodline has been a dominant force in WWE, with Reigns leading his cousins, the Usos, and Solo Sikoa, to untold success. Their storyline has captivated fans, weaving drama, betrayal, and family loyalty into one of the most compelling arcs in modern WWE history. However, the recent cracks in the family's armor, namely, the friction between Jey Uso and Roman, have exposed the vulnerability in Reigns' stronghold. If WWE does introduce a new world championship or split the titles, Roman's position as the head of the table could be further threatened. It's one thing to hold two titles and another to lose control of the championship landscape entirely. A restructured title scene would give stars like Solo Sikoa or even Jimmy Uso the chance to step out of Roman's shadow and chase their own destinies, causing additional tension within the bloodline. This change might even serve as the catalyst for Jey Uso's potential return to WWE. Jey, who left after a highly emotional falling out with Roman, could see this title shift as his opportunity to come back and challenge his cousin on more equal footing. Without the weight of the Undisputed Championship suffocating the main event scene, Jey could rally behind a new top title and reignite his feud with Roman, this time with higher stakes and the possibility of real success. Roman's dilemma for Roman Reigns, the potential dissolution of the Undisputed Championship reign brings with it a sense of loss and uncertainty. He has spent nearly 1,000 days as the Undisputed Champion, positioning himself as WWE's most dominant force since the days of legends like Hulk Hogan and Steve Austin. To have that taken away, even partially, would sting deeply. Moreover, Reigns is no longer just a wrestler, he's a symbol of WWE's upper echelon, a transcendent figure who commands respect both in and outside the squared circle. For WWE to change the very landscape of the title scene he rules over means the tribal chief may have to rethink his approach. Does he fight to keep both titles at any cost, or does he accept the changing winds and focus on solidifying his legacy in other ways? This dilemma could lead to an intriguing storyline direction. Roman may begin to question his loyalty to the bloodline, wondering if the cracks in his family's foundation are weakening his position. If the Usos and Solo Sikoa begin to look out for themselves more than the greater good of the family, Roman could be left standing alone, vulnerable for the first time in years. A new WWE landscape. If WWE does pull the trigger on this huge change, Roman Reigns may be forced to evolve. As the company pushes forward with Triple H's creative vision, the focus may shift toward a more competitive, balanced title picture that allows more wrestlers to rise to the top. Stars like Cody Rhodes, LA Knight, and Drew McIntyre are waiting in the wings, ready to seize the spotlight when the opportunity arises. The fans, too, are ready for something new. As much as Roman's dominance has been appreciated and celebrated, there is a growing desire to see new faces at the top and fresh matchups that don't involve the same cycle of opponents. WWE's decision to introduce a new title or split the current ones could breathe new life into both Raw and SmackDown, giving the audience the variety they crave. In the end, Roman Reigns' reign could come to symbolize not just an era of dominance but also one of transformation. For WWE to make such a massive change will force Reigns to adapt, evolve, and potentially step down from his perch as the singular champion. It will be a bitter pill to swallow, but one that may ultimately prove necessary for the future of WWE.